I, Song Peng, had always been a simple man, content with my life as a house husband while my wife, Li Mingju, ran the successful Li Group. But everything changed when Mingzu brought home her male best friend, Su Ming. She introduced him as her childhood friend who had just returned from abroad and needed a place to stay. I was uneasy about having another man in our home, but Mingzhu dismissed my concerns, calling me narrow-minded. Chapter 2. Tensions rise. Su Ming quickly made himself at home, even cooking meals for the family. My mother-in-law, Wang Hui, seemed to enjoy his company, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. When I confronted Mingzhu about Su Ming's presence, she snapped at me, accusing me of being jealous and insecure. She even belittled me, saying I was just a house husband with no right to question her decisions. Chapter 3. A dangerous meal. One evening, Su Ming prepared a lavish dinner. As we ate, my mother-in-law suddenly collapsed. She was severely allergic to peanuts, and it became clear that Su Ming had added peanut puree to the dishes. Mingzhu refused to believe it, defending Su Ming and accusing me of trying to frame him. I rushed my mother-in-law to the hospital, but the damage was done. Chapter 4. The ambulance incident. On the way to the hospital, Su Ming faked a concussion, causing a car accident that delayed our arrival. Mingzhu, blinded by her trust in Su Ming, accused me of causing the accident. I realized then that Su Ming had a sinister plan, but Mingzhu refused to see it. Chapter 5. The hospital confrontation. At the hospital, my mother-in-law's condition worsened. Mingzhu continued to defend Su Ming, even when I presented evidence of his involvement in the poisoning. She accused me of being paranoid and jealous, further straining our relationship. Chapter 6. The divorce threat. Frustrated and heartbroken, I confronted Mingzhu about her blind trust in Su Ming. She shocked me by demanding a divorce, claiming I was the one causing problems in our marriage. I realized then that Su Ming had manipulated her into turning against me. Chapter 7. Su Ming's true colors. I began investigating Su Ming and discovered he was a fraud. He had lied about his education and was secretly colluding with Mingzhu's secretary to steal company secrets. His ultimate goal was to take over the Li Group and eliminate anyone who stood in his way, including my mother-in-law. Chapter 8. The investment reception. Tiancheng Group, a powerful business conglomerate, announced an investment reception in Chengdu. Mingzhu was eager to attend, hoping to secure a partnership. Su Ming claimed he could get her an invitation, but I knew he was lying. I decided to take matters into my own hands. Chapter 9. The revelation. At the reception, I revealed my true identity as the young master of Tiancheng Group. Mingzhu and Su Ming were stunned. I exposed Su Ming's crimes, including his plot to poison my mother-in-law and steal Mingzhu's company. The evidence was undeniable and Su Ming was arrested. Chapter 10. Mingzhu's regret. Mingzhu finally realized how badly she had been manipulated. She begged for my forgiveness, but I told her it was too late. Our marriage had been shattered by her blind trust in Su Ming and her refusal to listen to me. Chapter 11. A new beginning. With Su Ming behind bars, I focused on rebuilding my life. I took control of Tiancheng Group's operations in Chengdu, determined to make a fresh start. My mother-in-law recovered, and we grew closer as a family. Chapter 12. Mingzhu's downfall. Mingzhu's reputation was ruined after the scandal. She lost control of the Li Group and was left with nothing. I felt no joy in her downfall, only sadness for the life we could have had together. Chapter 13. The aftermath. I moved on, focusing on my work and my family. Mingzhu tried to reach out to me, but I knew there was no going back. The betrayal had cut too deep. Chapter 16. Moving forward. I began dating again, but I was cautious. I knew I needed someone who valued honesty and loyalty above all else. Chapter 17. A new love. I met a kind and understanding woman who respected my past and shared my values. We built a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. Chapter 19. A bright future with Tiancheng Group thriving under my leadership. I looked forward to a future filled with hope and happiness. I knew I had overcome the darkest chapter of my life.